failed engagement. They might even think she'd called it off and kept the ring. "Can I help you, miss?" No, maybe. I'm not sure." When the bell on the door rang again, signifying more customers, Sara plucked the ring out of her wallet and thrust it at the wizened old woman behind the counter. "I want to pawn this." The woman bounced the ring lightly on her palm. "It's heavy." She gave Sara's peasant blouse and baggy harem pants a disapproving once-over. "Did you steal it?" "Of course, but it was too easy. No thrill, you know. It has quite a distinctive setting, so I flashed it around, hoping someone would recognize it. No one did." She flipped her braid back over her shoulder and raised her chin. "Now I've chosen a public place to try to convince a cynic to buy it." A snort of laughter from one of the other patrons made her flush and stammer out an apology. "Sorry, that was rude of me." She dug in her bag for proof of purchase, shifting her weight from one foot to the other, wishing she could snatch the ring back and leave. "It's mine. I have a receipt from Tiffany & Co." The shop owner tilted the ring to study the hallmark, then whistled softly through the gap in her front teeth. "Tiffany?" She seemed more interested now, but something felt a little off. Maybe it was too upmarket for this particular store. "My expectations are low, even though it's designer," Sara said. "I'll settle for She yelped in surprise when a man's arm encircled her shoulders and drew her against his side. He angled his muscular, suit-clad body slightly forward of hers, seeming to place himself between her and the shopkeeper, although he barely moved. "Darling," he drawled, "let the lady do her thing. She'll tell us what our ring is worth, and then we'll accept or decline her offer." "Darling?" Sara's heart beat a rapid staccato as Mr. Tall, Dark, and Possessive took control. Her gaze zeroed in on his chin dimple and refused to budge. The ridiculous urge to touch it, to trace the dip with her fingertips, made her freeze in place. Initiating contact of any sort was out of the question. She didn't even know this man. She couldn't fathom why he was pretending they were a couple, but his subtly aggressive body language suggested it was for her benefit. The air vibrated with tension as he and the store owner exchanged hard looks. What the hell was going on? Why did she feel as if the two of them might arm wrestle? "Darling?" Strong fingers prodded her shoulder, demanding a response. Sara gave it without thinking. "We're happy to wait while you value it," she told the store owner. When the woman turned away and the man released his hold on her, Sara finally remembered to breathe. It was a mistake. The action lifted her breasts just enough to press against the curve of his elbow. She gasped and accidentally nudged him again, blushing when he looked down. Every other man she knew would have stepped back. He didn't, and she dared not breathe because he was still staring at the slight gap between her chest and his elbow. She cleared her throat. "Why did you say it's our ring?" His focus shifted to her face. A devastating smile curved his full lips, and then he laughed. "You needed an ally. I had to improvise." His amusement faded as he continued to look at her. "First time in a pawn shop? First time in Vegas? I can't place your accent. Where are you from?" He curled his hand behind her neck and brought her braid forward, nodding in satisfaction, almost as if he knew she preferred it there. "Tell me what you're doing here. You hopped a bus from—" "I drove." She took a step back and drew herself up to her full height. "From Utah." "Why?" She wrapped her fingers around her braid and squeezed, taking out her frustration on it instead of him. "I just had to. I hate being pitied." His scowl told her she was in no danger of being pitied by him. After the week she'd had, it was liberating to interact with someone who wasn't affected by her broken engagement. "Saturday was supposed to be my wedding day," she said. "It's kind of a big deal because I've been planning it for 20 years. She ignored the way his brows hiked. "And everyone in my hometown is involved in one way or another. When Gabe called it off, they started to smother me with attention, calling, stopping by for